It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Deshaun Watson and the Houston Oilers taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And incomplete to open things up.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 9 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 58 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Watson's throw taken in here by Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. They're running it.
Watson. And that's into the hands of Eckler. They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Right there.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch. And run. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's Watson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tighten up, tighten up.
2nd down and goal. Watson. zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and that forced the incompletion.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 54. Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers have taken a first-quarter lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team... just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down now. It's Robinson. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Lawrence's throw going into Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Calvin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
That's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Eckler, they run left side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Check 37. Check 37.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Watch screen. Watch screen.
On the give, this is Eckler.
Check.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 24.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. This is close. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Oilers have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
VOR, red.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line.
Someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw. Watson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Watson. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 23. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Watson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
To the air yet again, Watson. The hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Juszczyk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Oilers would extend their lead here just before halftime. You know, the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded right around the 8. So we've reached the intermission. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying. I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the... After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's a really good job there. Defensively, they went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Check 24, check 24. No, off. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run with a fullback. Use check. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Crash. Another timeout. Check 31. Shift.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Out to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Watson's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now they're in the hurry up. From the 38, Watson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, D.
Now Watson. This is swung out to Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Mike 51. Coming, baby. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watch the run. 54's Mike. 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Working with a 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Get him! 51's the mic! 51's the mic! Hey, 24! Give me pick up the ball.
Now it's Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Watson down to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Oilers are able to add on to that lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Lions now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A throw over the middle taken in, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And fun. As they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch twins.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now Lawrence.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the 2 of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mo Alley Cox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions. Have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well. You shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity. Usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. They'll run the screen with Mack. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. He's got Fuller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check. 36.
Again, it's Watson. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Not much there, only a yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Fuller. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Mike 51! Mike 51! Check Mike, check Mike. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Hey. Mike 31!
Now Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. 1:44 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Lawrence. Able to hook up here with Ridley. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be rolled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Watch the pass. Check, 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 check.
Watson. being chased out left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Pass complete to Robinson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. This is Robinson. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a game they really needed.